it play and call it work.
Hey there guys, Colin here from MiniWarGaming.com to bring you guys another episode of the Open Vault behind the scenes style show where I show you guys what is up in the daily life of MiniWarGaming and its staff. So I am in the Archanaut studio here. I have got a lot of stuff set out, as you can see right now. I was taking some photos yesterday and Monday for the campaign that went up today, Wednesday, as the day I filmed them, because this will be up tomorrow. Doing some photos, getting some other stuff. Right now I'm going to be working on a new series for Matthew that should be coming out Friday, I think, is the plan. I just got to make an intro for it, and that's the only thing holding that guy back. And there might even be another campaign this coming weekend if I'm able to get everything assembled on time, and I should. But yeah, there's no... typically today would be Wednesday when I would film the Path to Glory with Dave, because we only have one day of filming left. It got moved to Friday, so that should be wrapping up at the end of the week as well as kind of my little spiel about what I'm doing in my life at work. Let's flip around. We're going to go check out what everyone else is up to. Dave is in a game right now. So I'm going to come over here and say that Dave is in this game with Jordan and Tom. So I actually did a pre-recorded clip that we are going to cut to right now and hear from them because they are in the Shrine of Chaos right now. And here we are with Dave, Tom, and Jordan.
Hello.
How's it going, guys?
So we're doing a banter bat rep. We have Tom as the opponent, Jordan as guest, and we're doing 2,500 points of World Eaters versus Demons of Khorne.
I see something really big over there.
There is something very Angrathy over there, and he's big.
But there's something bigger here.
There is a Mastodon here as well.
Ooh.
So it's a fun battle. It's a bit of a... We're doing a Maelstrom of War. We're doing the Spoils of War with a twist inspired by Winter's SEO. And the twist is we can gamble the objectives. We can burn 2 to pull the next card, which we have to play. And if we get it, we get double the victory points. But if we don't get it, our opponent gets the points.
The risk, right?
Points. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So thank you, Winters, for that. His name is Jamie. But thank you, Winters, for that. And this is a fun game. We're actually right in the middle of turn 2, just about to start it. And it's pretty sweet, because look at all that stuff about to come on. It's a little bit scary, I'm not going to lie, because Angrath just destroys whatever he touches in real life. And unbeknownst to me, you wanted to bring Angrath. I just happened to listen to Aurelian, where Lorgar fights Angrath, yesterday.
How perfect.
How fitting is that, right?
And I had no idea.
Yeah, I know, right? But I think I think the Chaos Gods whispered that.
Whispered
to you.
yes.
Like bring Angrath.
Yeah, bring Angrath.
Think about Angrath.
You have to just flick Karn off the table.
So you're assuming that he's going to get through the Mastodon first.
No, I don't think Karn's in the Mastodon.
You don't think?
Because that's the other twist you didn't tell the guys.
That's right.
I don't know where
Karn is. He doesn't know where Karn is.
Ooh.
And I say that he's in one of the 4 transports, but he doesn't know which one.
So all 4 still on the table, or
all 4 still on the table.
Yeah. Let's see that. Oh, it's over there.
I'm guessing it's in here. It's the only one with the chaos symbol on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right there? All right. Well, that's Tom's bet. So I guess when you guys see the battle report, you'll find out.
Exactly.
You guys can make your bets, too. Which one do you think when the battle report comes out?
Right.
You'll find out.
Yes, that's right. So that's what's happening currently. And thank you guys for watching. This is on YouTube, correct?
Of course.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Your support from all of you guys make us do what we do. And the support of Vault members make us exist so that we can do what we do. Did you see what I did there?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. So thank you guys.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me come in, and see you guys later.
See ya.
All right, have a good one.
So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a message from Dave. He wanted to make sure that he made it into this episode because he often misses them because he's doing the shrine while I'm doing this. So there is an update from him. So let's move on to see what's going on in here because it's not a game, actually.
Yeah.
What is up, Vito?
Yo.
Working by yourself in the studio with no terrain on the table.
Yeah.
All alone.
It's
Watching Joe Rogan, apparently.
Yeah, I listened to a little bit of Joe Rogan. Taking a break. Decided to work on some Titanicus minis.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Just, now, what are these things called again?
You know what?
Porphyrion? It's the same
I was
thing?
just saying, I don't know if I can actually pronounce that, so I'm glad you did.
Porphyrion.
That's the one.
Sure. Sure someone in the comments can be like, you said it wrong.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sure I did.
Yeah, I'm taking a bit of a break, so I decided to build some of this stuff for the studio. Because I'm working right now on a campaign
Ooh.
that Matthew has asked if I wanted to work on. He's giving me free reign to work on whatever I want, so that's kind of cool.
Nice.
And it's kind of I want to say a sequel, but it's set in the MiniWarGaming universe or
Nice.
cinematic universe.
Okay, so it's still affect the current world that the campaign that we're running right now, the Shattered Imperium, is running in.
So that is really, really cool. I'm super excited to be working on it.
I guess it's 40K, right?
It is going to be 40K.
Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm writing it, so that's kind of cool. Figuring out, who the main bad guys are, who the protagonists are.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first campaign I've ever written in terms of what's going to be actually featured on MiniWarGaming.
Because you've run some things for your friends in your local game store back in the day, right?
I have, yeah. Like, whenever I do D&D, I only do custom campaigns.
Right.
So I have dabbled a little bit in that.
Okay.
So yeah, this is pretty exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So about how far into the planning, like you're in the writing stages right now?
I think, like right now, I don't want to, how do I word this? I don't want to plan too much in the missions because things could change.
Right.
As we film. But I think right now I just need to show Matthew, see what he thinks.
Okay.
And then we can start acquiring the models.
I see. So it'll require some new stuff then?
Yeah, some new stuff, some Forge World stuff too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So seeing some cool stuff.
Yeah, seeing some cool stuff there. And then probably Steve is going to be participating.
Okay.
I'll be GMing it. And people like when Steve and I play together, so there's going to be some hilarity abound in that.
I'm sure that's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
Awesome.
I don't know when we'll start filming it because there's some conversions that both Steve and I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I remember Steve saying that he's not really too big into converting, so I'll probably be doing the majority of the converting, and then Steve and I will be painting it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because typically, at least for the last campaign, Steve at least painted the miniatures he used.
Yeah.
It being not Rin, if you're watching the Shattered Imperium, but Romstead and the Terminator and all those other the other named characters that are in it. He painted.
I think Steve and I will be painting 50% of it, and then I'll be painting the other 50%. Because without giving some spoilers away, there's going to be some freehand in some of the minis, some tribal work. Without giving some.
All right, we'll let the audience do with that information what they want.
Yeah.
Interpret it however.
Yeah, I think Cullen knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I think so.
Yeah, but yeah.
Neat.
So, just taking a break right now, working on this stuff, listening to my boy Joe Rogan. He's got talking with Penn and Gillette from Penn and Teller. It was a good chat. So
cool.
And I like the quiet. So
yeah, sometimes I will admit that it can get a little distracting around here.
yeah, especially upstairs.
Yeah, so the ability to just come and hide, quote unquote hide.
I guess it was hiding. Yeah.
Is somewhat of a benefit in this situation.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, I will leave you to it. Carry on. See you later.
See ya.
And we're gonna go check on. I just gotta switch camera hands so I can close the door, which I still didn't close properly. We're gonna go check what Matthew and Luka are up to, because what they're doing is kind of important. So I'm gonna be pointing the camera high. Hello.
I'm like, who could that possibly be? It's Cullen with the open vault.
You're allowed to look down. Just
Okay.
Just don't get too close.
Okay, we're gonna go from
We're
here.
filming the season finale of something that's not even out yet.
Right.
Our next Age of Sigmar narrative campaign called the Dragon Tooth Labyrinth.
We spent last 2 weeks just grinding it out, just get it done.
I don't know if I'd say grind. Maybe
Not
you'd say
grind. Well, it technically is a grind, but it's Age of Sigmar, so it's still enjoyable grind.
Isn't a grind always a bad thing?
No, I love World of Warcraft.
Yeah, you're talking to Luka, the guy who loves
That's true.
grinding.
I don't like grinding in computer games. So
I've seen that smirk on your face.
So yeah, this is the season finale of the Dragon Tooth Labyrinth, which is an Age of Sigmar narrative campaign.
Based on Forbidden Power, I think.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Like
So there was,
Pretty
not too long ago, an expansion put up by Games Workshop called Forbidden Power. So if you look at the table, you can see this terrain.
That
the
came
Storm
with
Vault.
it? Or
Well, the
Around the
Storm
same
Vault
time.
scenery was released at the same time.
okay.
So there's all sorts of rules for the Storm Vault scenery which don't use. because it's just a pain.
Oh,
Everything's deadly.
it's hard enough to use
Bookkeeping?
that as terrain.
But the terrain looks awesome. It's a bit of a pain to use because it's so, you have to put a lot of house rules on it. I don't even know if it's called house rules, but a lot of allowances.
Right.
Like we say, a lot of things for that. But it looks super cool. But that's not even the point. The Forbidden Power is basically the idea that apparently during the Age of Myth, Sigmar had locked away tons of artifacts, god beasts, other secrets inside of these storm vaults.
Okay.
And then he put these penumbral engines on top that would obfuscate them. In other words, make people forget. They work so well that even he forgot. And then
That's some good tech right there.
Yeah. He remembered a couple. Like he's like, I think I had some storm. I don't remember where I placed my storm vaults.
Has anyone seen a storm vault around?
Yeah, exactly. Turns out that he built all the major cities on top of them.
Classic.
Yeah. So now you can go, which is awesome, by the way. Now I can't wait for the Age of Sigmar role-playing game to come out. Because I want to role-play in those places that I know deep beneath them are grand storm vaults the size of cities themselves.
That's very true.
The Necroquake, of course, being the big MacGuffin, which that's not in a negative way. That's just saying that as the kind of a trope, which, once again, trope is not negative. It's just a tool.
Again, tool is not negative.
We need tools, all right? No, I love the Age of Sigmar lore. I love it. And it basically went through and disabled a bunch of the penumbral engines, and then Sigmar's like, oh, right.
Those
and
things.
other people, too, though, were like, oh, this place that I always felt like I should never go to, all of a sudden I realized, why did I ever think that? And why is there this big thing there that I...
Does anyone see that shiny thing?
Yeah.
Because I do.
Yeah, exactly. And so they all go and they find... So anyways, so that's what this book is about. It actually has a campaign in it that I highly recommend. It actually looks a lot of fun. I took it and I modified it heavily because I'm GMing a campaign.
Okay.
Whereas it's built more for like 4 players that want to get together and do it, or 8 players or 12 or whatever you want to do. Scenarios are super cool. The rules are super cool. You basically are finding these artifacts, and the artifacts level up when you play them in games. And so I took that. We're playing at the edge of the Realm of Gur, so I took the Realmscape features in the core rulebook and amped them up. Turned them up to 11. Like for example, the first, if you roll a 1, nothing happens.
Right.
But if you roll a 1 for us, +1 attacks to every.
That's one. That's on a 1.
On a 1. That's not the worst. The 1's not the worst one. 6 is not.
Oh, okay.
They're all really nasty in their own way.
Yes. So like that's the basic one. It's like +1 attack. There's one where, the board is trying to eat you, and it actually does a good job of it. It's not unlike the one that's in the core rulebook where it's like, sometimes.
Okay.
There's one where you have multiple combat phases, possibly. So yeah, we've already filmed all of it. They were on the last game, which is a massive game, as you can kind of see right here. Luka is our star player. He's brought the Bloody Crusade, which is a Khorne army, mortal army, led by Vladislav, the Impaler.
Every time the implier.
Not the implier. He likes to imply a lot of things. And Hamathroa makes a return.
Ooh.
And I'm using the new Auric.
Nice.
Unfortunately, good timing
It's
for
such
Hamathroa.
good timing. He's so much fun. Let me just say, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Sweet.
And I've had a blast. I haven't had this much fun playing a narrative campaign in a long time, and I have fun doing narrative campaigns. Luka, I've beaten the crap
it's up
out of
and
him.
down. It's so up and down.
He's won lots. He's lost some, and those losses he has felt deep in his heart.
Here's the scale, right? Here's I'm winning. Iron Job book comes out.
Bam! Bam!
Oh no! I feel it now.
Rip. Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm doing like. Well, the games have been like, oh, I'm doing good, and all of a sudden, bam, I lost. Bam, I lost.
Yeah,
what happened?
There's only been like 1 or 2 games where it's been one-sided. The rest of them have, no matter who's won, both sides are pretty bloodied.
Right.
Awesome.
And it's like a very sudden loss on like turn 3, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been great. And these are like, for the most part, they've been larger games, 1,500 points, 2,000 point games. So it's not like a narrative campaign with just like a little group of guys, which I love doing, but it's been nice to have a change of pace, to have it more army versus army. And as you can see when you look at the table, it just looks fantastic. And this is even one of our more boring tables. You should see some of the scenery we set up for the tables. Put a lot of work into that. There is still a story to it, so there's still it's not quite as heavy story as other campaigns that we've done. It's more like the battle reports really heavily influence what the story is.
Okay.
So they're just kind of, it's a dungeon crawler, poking around, finding artifacts, opening up vaults, fighting guardians. automatons. There's one where he
Right.
fights automatons.
And I had to, we used
I
proxy models. I had to guess.
Yeah, they were proxy models. They were not even Warhammer models.
Right.
They were from another game system. But I used them. I used rules from Age of Sigmar for them, and he had to figure out.
Interesting.
Game guessing what they were.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You guys get to re-roll.
They
But
have
why?
threes on threes, but they also get this thing on
Yeah.
sixes. What other thing?
Yeah.
I just actually just use. They're all counts as.
Okay.
So that way
So
I
he
can-
was trying to sit there going, "What war
I
scroll
didn't have to build
is?"
the rules for them that way too. I didn't have to worry about if they're balanced or not because I just I just use things that are built in. So I've loved it. I've loved the fact that we've been able to just knock out the whole thing in 2 weeks. Typically, our filming, just a little insight for Open Vault. Typically, when we're filming narrative campaigns, we film it over the
geez.
course of like 5 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because it's one, maybe 2 episodes.
Well, we try to film 2 episodes in a day, regardless of whether it's a small or large. But we typically only get to film once a week, maybe twice a week.
Right.
And that has advantages and disadvantages. It has advantages because for story-heavy ones, it gives you time to write the story for the next one, because you don't want to write all the story before you've played. You want the battle reports to heavily influence the story. Yeah. And so Miles Drake, who normally does our writing, he didn't for this one because it's been nice and simple. I just did it all.
Okay.
You got to give him time. You got to be like, here's what happened, and then he goes and he writes the story. The disadvantage is that, well, 2 things for me. One, I get bored of them halfway through. I'm ready for the next one.
It's something else comes up.
Yeah,
Right?
so a book comes out or a release
And you just
happens.
want to kind of.
Or I get another idea and I don't want to wait 7 weeks before I can do it.
A perfect example is you came up with an amazing campaign idea yesterday.
Yesterday.
But we're finishing
But
the
this one
campaign
finishes
today.
today.
Okay.
Perfect. Which is
Perfect.
the second one.
So now I can develop it. We have a guest week next week, so we'll have a bunch of guests coming in to do regular battle reports. And then I can just knock out the next one.
Fantastic.
So yeah, that's the other disadvantage is that because sometimes if it's been a week, you forget what upgrades did my guys get? What was his name? What happened last time? Whereas now it's fresh in Luca's memory.
It's literally like
We just
yesterday,
played it
right?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Like the worst
The
one was the
juggernauts.
weekend, the Friday to Monday.
yeah, and
And that was even just the Friday to Monday was enough to be like, what happened?
Yeah, right? I guess it really does eliminate the walking back into the room and being like, where did we leave last week?
Yeah. So I have loved this so much. It's my favorite narrative campaign in a long time. And
Fantastic.
I hope that you guys enjoy it. It should be coming out. Colin's coming out this Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Colin's not overworked at all.
Yeah.
He's happy. He's well fed and not putting in 75 hours a week
No.
worth of work in 40 hours.
Yay.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Alrighty. Well, I will leave you guys to it, as I'm sure you're excited to see the end.
Yes.
Carry on.
Can't look too close. You can't really tell who's winning yet. It's
still early on too.
We're in turn 2 right now.
Okay. Well, hopefully there's many turns to come.
I don't know. We'll see.
So that is what is going on in the downstairs. Oops, I didn't close the door properly. I heard it slam behind me, which means I didn't slam it properly. Can come through here. Map as we see it. Quick little update. I don't know how much it's changed since the last time. I don't exactly remember. But just to give you guys another reminder, this is where any guest who comes in gets a little, I believe the pins are right here. And you get to put it up on our map to kind of signal where you've come from so we can kind of see where everyone is coming from to come into MiniWarGaming. I just think it's super cool. And I know that this was an idea that we talked about for a very long time at the old building. And it's nice to actually have it and see it grow. So as we come up the stairs, I'm probably gonna have to cut the camera to ask Dan from Max Aggression Gaming to pause his music, and we're gonna go and talk to him. So when I stop by Max Aggression, Dan is actually super busy right now, so I'm not gonna bother him. We'll talk to him again next week when I'm sure he's gonna be painting or whatever. You can talk to him when he's free, and I don't wanna take up too much of his time. So we are now in the offices. And Steve,
Hello.
what are you working on? What are you working
I
on?
can't say his name. I'm painting that Iron Hands character.
I couldn't even pretend to know if I tried.
This guy.
Does it start with a T?
F.
Starts with an F?
Yeah.
Alright, shows how much I know.
Yeah, just we don't have an Iron Hands army, but we have an unmarked Raven Guard army, so we can use it with that one.
Okay.
Some games in some Iron
Because now that is it's a character, but it could also be generic?
Oh no, this is the name character.
Okay.
But like, no, I'm saying our studio Raven Guard army is unmarked still. So it's black, right?
So the Raven
So
Guard
if
can
Luka
be...
wants to play Iron Hands, you can use this model and then play
Yep.
Iron Hands.
Yep, nothing
Until we get
identifies it as... purely Raven Guard.
Yeah.
So I see you also got one of these guys, which you painted up.
Kinda. Yeah.
Kind of how? Do you want
That's for
to
the studio,
do you want to explain what Luka did to it?
buddy.
Show everyone its saggy butt. It has a saggy butt, everyone.
Luca assembled this thing one day, and it was just the legs weren't flat in the ground. He was in a weird position. I had to like break it apart and like.
So like yeah, you can kind of see the actual ball joint that's supposed to be like attached to the
Or else
torso.
the dreadnought would be like this. You can't lean back far enough.
He's just like leaning back.
I had to like yeah.
So So now yeah, that should be straight. It's like sagging. So that's a saggy butt dreadnought. If you've ever seen a video, comment saggy butt dreadnought.
Well, it's the Insegi, but the Victor Warsu, so not dreadnought.
Oh,
Yeah, the
so
pilot's still alive.
SBIW
The Segi butt.
in Victor Warsuit.
Segi butt. What you working on today?
Everything.
Everything? Oh, no way.
Matthew's new series needs an intro, so I got to do that.
Have you come up with the idea, the concept yet?
I kind of talked to Vito. He kind of gave me some Terminator inspiration, so hopefully I can do something with that. It's that thing where like I'm looking at something as a reference. I'm like, okay, I know how to do 80% of this. I don't know how to do the other thing. I just got to Google that. See what the internet and YouTube has to tell me.
There's still somebody else's idea.
It's inspiration, Steve.
Oh, it's right. Yeah, right. It's right.
I'm inspired
No, I mean,
by
like,
them.
take somebody else's intro and just like black out their name.
No, that's awful.
It's so crossed out.
Yeah, exactly. Totally not stolen. Put on it. Yep.
Homage to.
Homage. There we go. It's an homage. I'll just steal 6 different people's things.
That's right.
All right. I'll talk to you later. And we're gonna come through here. Ooh, desk of emptiness. Aaron.
Hi.
What is Aaron up to?
Yes.
Oh yes, I love yes.
Yeah, yes is I'm busy. Yes is I've got to ship. I've got to do inventory for Dan. I've got to do emails.
You have to do inventory for Dan?
Yeah, because he's selling some of our shirts and stuff.
Oh, so you're just
I just gotta
managing
get
our
in.
products.
I got to get him what he has, then he'll tell me what he sold.
I see. Okay. I see you got some more gold boys over there.
Listen, I can stop anytime I want.
Because I don't know. Last week we were pretty much at there. I think during the Thursday you were still painting some of it, but by Friday you were finished.
Friday, I think I was still working on the eliminators.
Okay. Oh yeah. I think you did just pick up the eliminators on Friday.
I don't know if I picked them up. I pretty much finished them in 2 days, so it doesn't matter.
And now got more aggressors.
Yeah, because... Yeah, they're aggressors. I like them.
Because they're aggressive.
Yeah. I like the big armor.
Right?
And I needed some of the fire cannon things.
Whoosh.
That's gonna go well, fire cannon thing.
Yo, those cannons are fire.
Yep.
Awesome.
But that's how I talk about these things, right?
Yep.
That's how I get over with the audience?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Aaron knows what's up.
Aaron is very tired today.
Yes. It's been a rainy, dark kind of week,
Yeah.
so it's been kind of
stuff I like to sleep through.
right. Exactly. Yeah, that definitely doesn't help for the motivation when you wake up and it's still dark.
Yeah.
Wah wah. Alrighty, well I'll let you back to your shipping.
Okay.
I'm gonna wander this way, even though Mike isn't here today.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wander into the tournament hall, I guess, because that seems to be a good place to end these shows off. Into the tournament hall we come. We have put up a little, board for promotions for people who come in to play after hours, and just try to get a little bit more of our event stuff coming. And sorry about this. Here we are. So that has been this week's Open Vault. I hope you guys enjoyed your behind-the-scenes look of MiniWarGaming in a, day-to-day basis. I'm gonna get back to work, and I think you guys should too, because I'm assuming maybe you're already at work, maybe you're not. But if you are, have a good day, enjoy your week, and happy wargaming, everyone.